Hello, dear students. Today I'm here with you, the second part of national income and its aggregate. In the last video, I had explained you national income, normal residence of a country, citizenship, and who are not included into the category of normal residence. What is economic and domestic territory? Let us start with national income and domestic income. Okay. It is totally based on the first video. If you had not seen the first part of this video, please see that. After that, you can start this very easily. Okay, dear, let us start. National income, domestic income. It's very simple. Anything which is termed as income in economics, that is called factor income. And you know better, there are four factors: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurs. Hence, there are four types of income. From land, there is rent. From labor, there is wages. From capital, there is interest. From entrepreneurship, there is profit. When we talk about national income and domestic income, means the national income is sum total of the factor income which is earned by normal residents of a country. Is that clear? नेशनल इनकम कौन अर्न करता है? नॉर्मल रेजिडेंट्स ऑफ अ कंट्री. अब वो जो नॉर्मल रेजिडेंट्स ऑफ अ कंट्री हैं, नो मैटर वेयर दिस इनकम इज जनरेटेड, रादर इन द डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी और फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. आई रिपीट, नेशनल इनकम is earned by normal residents. Let it be very clear, from an national, from an normal. National income is earned by from the normal residents of a country, no matter where the income is generated, rather from the domestic territory or from the rest of the world. Same here, domestic income. Domestic income means sum total of the factor income which is earned within the domestic territory. And I had clearly explained in the last video, it is not only the political boundary of India. It is also from the rest of the world where the domestic territory of India is situated. Suppose an embassy in Japan, an Indian embassy is Japan. So in Japan, the embassy is called domestic territory of India. So a little difference between these two. Normal residence means the factor income earned by normal residents, maybe within the domestic territory or the rest of the world. But domestic income is earned by in the domestic territory. Means political boundary of India is not called the domestic territory. It is also called domestic territory if the any Indian embassy situated in any country and the income earned from that country is called the domestic income. Now, what is the basic difference between these two? The difference between these two income is the net factor income from abroad, which is included in national income and excluded in domestic income. This is a new term for you, net factor income from abroad. Let us clear in the next PPT. This is net factor income from abroad. This is the difference income earned by normal residents from the rest of the world. Income earned by normal residents from the rest of the world and similar payment made to the non-residents within the domestic territory. Clear करते हैं बेटा. This is India, rest of the world. From the rest of the world, factor income is earned by Indians. Factor income from abroad. Clear? और जो हमारे यहाँ से कमाएंगे, that is called factor income to abroad. And the difference between these two is called net factor income from abroad. Rather, it is called NFIA or NFYA. Net factor income from abroad. F इसके सबस्क्रिप्ट आएगा, सुपरस्क्रिप्ट नहीं आएगा, नीचे पाव में लिखा जाएगा. Hence the difference between domestic and national. It is called domestic and this is called national. क्या difference है बेटा? Factor income from abroad minus factor income to abroad. It means income earned by, just a minute. Income earned by the normal residents from the rest of the world and payment to the rest of the world. Income earned by the residents from the income, this is residents. Income earned by the residents from the rest of the world and payment to the non-residents within the domestic territory is called NFYA. So this is the first difference in between domestic and national, and difference is equal to NFYA. NFYA. That means if we make national income, we have to add. See there, the difference between these two income is net factor income from abroad, which is included in national income and excluded in domestic income. Now the factor cost and market price. Factor cost is in the production boundary. जो फैक्टर्स पर खर्चा आएगा, वो कहाँ से आएगा? प्रोडक्शन बाउंड्री में आएगा. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड फैक्टर कॉस्ट. Suppose a shirt which is made by a producer is worth ₹100 and here is the government sector. It levied taxes. इसने 10 रुपए ले लिए. तो शर्ट कितने की पड़ गई? 110 की in the form of IT. टैक्स लगा दिया, और we can say that GST. Clear? 10 rupees is taken by the government in the form of taxes. Now the shirt is worth ₹110. Government gives subsidies to the producer 7 rupees. Now the shirt is worth ₹103. This is called market price. When we see from factor cost to market price, there are two things which is done by the government sector. One is taxes, another is subsidies. Now factor cost and market price. Let it be clear with definition. Factor cost, it refers to the amount paid to the factors of production. Very much normal. Market price, it refers to the price at which the product is actually sold in the market. Clear? Now the difference between these two is NIT. What is NIT? NIT is equal to IT minus subsidies. Indirect taxes which is taken by the government minus subsidies which are given by the government to the producer sectors. Now it is called GST, no doubt. But when the syllabus will change by the CBSE including GST, then we have to write GST. Otherwise till that period we have to write indirect taxes. Hence we can say that indirect taxes is equal to indirect taxes minus subsidies. Clear? अब इसको थोड़ा सा और अच्छे से मैंने यहाँ लिखा है आपके लिए बेटा. वो क्या चीज है ये मैंने क्लियर कर दिया. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन. इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस आर टैक्सेस व्हिच आर लेविड बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑन द प्रोडक्शन और द सेल ऑफ द कमोडिटी. व्हिच आर द इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस? सेल टैक्स, एक्साइज ड्यूटी, कस्टम ड्यूटी. दीज आर कॉल्ड द इंटर टैक्स. क्लियर? एंड व्हाट इज द सब्सिडी? एलपीजी सिलेंडर पर जो सरकार देती है पुअर पीपल को, दैट इज कॉल्ड सब्सिडी. अब सवाल ये पैदा होता है, जब हम एफसी से चले थे और फैक्टर कॉस्ट से चले थे और जो दुकानों में दैट इज मार्केट और इट इज कॉल्ड एमपी, यहाँ तक जो चीज आई थी एफसी से एमपी बनने तक क्या ऐड हो गया था? एनआईटी. एनआईटी मीन्स आईटी माइनस सब्सिडीज. और अगर उल्टा हमें निकालना हो, वी हैव टू डिफाइन दिस एफसी. सो एमपी माइनस एनआईटी, इनवर्स ऑफ दैट. क्लियर? So we can say that one column is must be there. NIT और कैसे निकल सकता है? NIT निकल सकता है MP minus FC. Clear? The previous example shows 103 minus. This is the market price. Factor cost 3. NIT is 3. Why it is 3? Because 10 rupees are taken in the form of. Just see the previous topic. 10 rupees are taken by the government and 7 rupees are paid by the government to the producer sector. Hence we can say that NIT is equal to 3. So one more bullet is there. NIT is equal to MP minus FC. One more is there. What is? NIT is equal to is equal to IT minus subsidy. This is the second topic. First topic is related with domestic and national income. Domestic and national income. The difference is called NFYA. Second topic is the difference between factor cost and market price. The difference is equal to NIT. This is our whole topic. Is that clear? Okay, let us revise. Beta, these are the basic points. You have to remember this. Basically, there are three national income aggregates. One is, I have a clear board. Let it be there. Okay. So one thing it must be clear by me, that is we can say that national and domestic, and we have to use NFYA, net factor income from abroad, and the second point is factor cost and market price. So we have to use NIT, which is the difference between IT minus subsidies. Clear? And NFI is the difference between factor income from abroad minus factor income to abroad. This is the difference between these two. Clear? And the third point is that is gross and net. I had clear in the previous topic. So for see the clear difference between gross and net, we have to see depreciation. And what is depreciation? It is a combination of 3 points which is already cleared by me in the last my videos. That is wear and tear, accidental, and obsolescence. So when we find out net, we have to deduct gross minus depreciation. Suppose a scooter is purchased by you worth rupees 50,000, and after 1 year you want to sold that scooter because of accident or because of the obsolescence or so many other factors are there. Then the net worth of the scooter, it may be possible that is 3,500. That is 3,500. It means the depreciation is 15,000. Clear? The depreciation is 15,000. Clear? So we can say that in this video we had clear three concepts: national and domestic income, factor cost and market price, gross and net. Clear, beta? This is national income and domestic income, and this is factor cost and market price. Bye bye. We'll see you tomorrow with the next chain of this topic, and after that we will start methods to calculate national income. Before that, it is very much clear by my students. Please make it clear the difference between these three. One is domestic and national income, another is factor cost and market price, and another one is gross and net. The difference is called depreciation. Clear? This is the main topic. I think you have to remember all these 3 points, and this is the example of scooter, and the depreciation is 15,000. तो साल के बाद वो आपका कितने का सेल हो जाएगा बेटा? That is 35,000. Is that clear? So depreciation is 15,000 and the net is this. If you calculate gross, then net plus depreciation. If you have to calculate depreciation, so depreciation is equal to gross minus net. Clear? Have a nice day. We will meet tomorrow and the chain of this third video, and then the aggregate of national income will be completed by me, and next to next video we will start with methods to calculate national income, and I will do it, make it very easy for you. No worry. Have a nice day. Bye bye beta.